No loitering sign? Well, the owner hasn't asked me to leave. Did you go in to ask him to ask me to leave?
Because you're loitering.
You're
loitering. You're not.
Okay, I'm gonna step on private property, but you went in there to trespass me. You went in there to ask him to ask me to leave.
Ask them if they would like.
What's your name and employee number?
I'm Officer Brown, badge number 394.
You went in there to solicit a trespass. You went in there and solicited a trespass.
They have a no loitering sign.
They never asked me to leave. They did. You didn't like it. You didn't like what I was doing. So you solicited a trespass.
If you're not buying
that's what you did. I'm going over here on public easement, and I'll be fine. But you solicited a trespass, and I wasn't bothering anybody. So that's on you. I don't answer your questions. Yeah, you do that. I want to talk to your supervisor. Yeah, right now. Well, I'm in the grass, and I think I can stand okay. Yeah, I know you're worried about my safety, right? Yeah. Worried about my safety. Officer Brown, this is really sweet of you.
Can I ask what your agenda is?
What is your agenda for messing with me? When I was bothering nobody, I said nothing to you. I was 50 feet away from you.
It's out of the normal for people.
You're out of the normal for going in and soliciting trespass for somebody not bothering you. I never said a word to you, did I?
There's a sign right there.
No one asked me to leave. You don't know if I'm a customer here or not. You don't know what I'm doing. But no, I'm not doing anything. Nobody's asked me to go anywhere. You are bothering me.
Okay.
You are harassing a photographer is what you're doing.
I'm just asking what your agenda is.
You could have asked me nicely and I would have told you what I was doing.
Okay, I'm asking you now.
It's a little late now when you try to solicit a trespass and threaten to tow a car. Yeah, well, we're going to be friends now?
I don't want to be your friend.
Exactly. We're obviously not friends.
Well, the thing is...
You don't even need to talk to me because I'm not going to answer your questions. I have nothing to say to you. Officer Taylor.
That's not my name.
What is it?
Officer Brown.
Brown.
Do you have like a YouTube channel or something or what?
Well, did you want to be a star on it today?
I doubt I'm going to be a star.
I bet you do. I bet you will be a star. With all that charm you got going on. Trying to solicit trespassing, harassing a photographer on private property, someone who's never spoken to you or him or bothered anybody. I haven't bothered anybody in that store, and you're harassing me. You could have asked me what I was doing. I would have told you dead up what I was doing. Okay. But instead, you want to be confrontational and try to assert authority over somebody standing on private property who's bothered nobody, except you don't like me being there. Now, I'm standing here waiting on your supervisor. If they had a problem with me, they should say something to me, then say something to you. You are soliciting. You are retaliating against me having a camera. You're retaliating. No, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I have nothing to hear. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't care what you have to say. I'll talk to your supervisor. I see who you are. I'm more of a lady than that. You're disrespecting me by bothering me at all. Trying to solicit a trespass because you didn't have the balls to ask me why I was filming, so you wanted to fuck with me instead.
Did you not use that kind of language?
Oh, yeah. I know you're sensitive. All these people around, I know you're sensitive.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you're sensitive. You need to just leave me alone. You could have said, hey, man, what are you doing? You could have said, hey, man, why are you taking pictures? What?
Can he do that at this point? Can he ask you what?
Hey, if you want to come up and engage with me, I'll talk to you very nicely. Okay. That's on you.
Talk to me.
Huh?
I want to be away from the road. I'm a big fan of not getting hit by a car. Okay. So what's going on?
What is your name and phone number?
Officer Aaron. Badge number 424.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Hey, let me ask you this. Okay?
Yeah.
What's going on? All right, this is twice you've recorded ordered us. Not a big deal. I mean, we don't care.
Were y'all the same people? It was coincidence.
Okay.
I couldn't tell if that was the same person or not. I take pictures of government officials when they are in public in the course of their duties. I also take video and pictures of government property and buildings.
Okay.
That's what I do for a living.
For what reason?
That's what I do. It's something I do. I spread the word that this is part of the First Amendment, and it holds police officers accountable for their actions from the. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking at you.
Hey,
Okay, well, if you're going to talk at me, you're going to talk to me.
No,
what's your name?
I'm not going to give you my personal information. You shouldn't have bothered me. I'm just engaged in a First Amendment protected activity, watching what our employees do. I wasn't bothering anybody, but if you had asked me, I would have been just as nice to you.
I have a lot of questions, and I'd like for us to start over.
It's very difficult at this point because you started out by trying to solicitate a crime.
No.
Hey, making me leave is asserting your believable authority.
Can I explain?
Hey, go ahead and explain. You don't like it. You didn't like it.
Well, no,
Or you feel threatened.
that's
Which one are you going to
I
say?
don't feel threatened by any means.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I went in there to get you off the property because you're filming our traffic stops. I don't like that because it's not normal.
Okay. Let me say something.
The first time you did it earlier, the first time you did it, you were way too close.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't.
That's why I asked you to back
I was a
up.
good 20 feet back already.
What?
I was already 20 feet from y'all.
I don't think there's a law on it, but the thing is,
There's not.
you're too close, okay?
No.
So we're trying to watch people in the vehicle. We
Did
don't
I
know
move? Did I move?
Are you going to let me talk?
Did I move?
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
I
and
did.
appreciate
I
it.
respected you.
But I'm trying to figure out now why you're doing this, because if you're going to continue to do it, that's fine. I just want to understand why you're doing it.
So,
I don't have to worry about.
so from what I heard you say was, this is the second time I have filmed you, so you didn't like it, so you went in there asking them about it because you didn't like that I was doing it.
No, I don't.
Then you could have asked me why. I could have
Okay, I'm
explained to
asking
you
now.
why.
I'm asking
I
now.
was. Did you hear me trying to explain to him?
Yeah.
It's a First Amendment protected activity.
Who do you work for?
I work for myself. I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
And I gather matters of interest
Who
for
all
the
do you
public.
film? You said you film government officials. What other type of officials do you film?
Any government official that I come across.
You film
Anybody.
mayors.
Exactly.
governors,
Anybody.
state representatives.
Yeah.
You film them
But
all.
most people are respectful. But people like you
is that-
become the star. Because you tried to solicit a trespass because you didn't like me being there.
Because I don't know what you're up to.
You did. You could have asked me what I was up to, or you could have said, "Man, you make me uncomfortable." But you need to be used to the public watching what you're doing because you're our employees.
They're all watching.
You're our employees.
Let's not argue. Just tell me what you need.
Okay. All right. Let me take a breath. Okay. May I please have your name and employee number?
Well, my name is John Giza-Tanner.
That's a tough one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Earlier today, I was up at the jail.
I know.
I filmed around the jail.
Okay.
While I was there, they happened to pull someone over.
All right.
So I was approximately, in my opinion, 20 feet from them. He says, "Ma'am, you need to get back." Started this thing. You need to get back to the curb, which put me about 35 feet back.
Okay.
I said, "Okay." I'm just telling you what got us here.
All right.
I went back to about 35 feet back. It's all on camera at your place, so you can see it there. I didn't engage. I asked him his name, his employee number, and he wouldn't give it to me then. And then they left. But that's policy, so you failed on policy. I'm not talking to you. So I drove down through here, and I saw, oh, there's a traffic stop. I need to get some cigarettes and stuff to drink anyway. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to see if anything interesting goes on. I have a First Amendment right to do this. I'm an independent journalist and I take video, pictures, however you want to explain photography to people of public officials in the course of their duties while they're in public. But then what happened, as I was standing all the way at that red pole, he didn't like it. These are your words. I'm paraphrasing his words. He went in, walked out, and said, "Ma'am, you're loitering." I said, "No one in this business has had a problem. I haven't had an opportunity to buy anything yet." He went in to solicit the person inside to ask them to ask me to leave because he said it made him uncomfortable that I was videotaping them. But you being uncomfortable is not my problem. Your emotions aren't my problem. I can still videotape you in public while you're working. Now and then he said, I just want to know why. Why couldn't you just tell me why? He never asked me why. So then this kind officer, he came over and I explained it to him. I do this. Any officer who approaches me and asks me why, I'll explain it to them. So he tries to have me trespass. Then he said, is that your car over there? And I said, I'm not answering your questions. He said that I'm towing it then. So then he threatened to tow my car. So do you find all that to be appropriate?
Well,
Is that policy? Should he identify himself? He didn't do that.
well, we don't really have to identify.
Is it it is. It's your policy.
Have you read our policy?
Yes, I have read your policy.
Where it says we have to identify ourselves.
Exactly.
Well, I'm saying that we already have it on our shirt.
Okay. But that doesn't. Not everybody can read, and I can't memorize and read that.
We're not taking an action on it. You're fine.
There was no action to take. I didn't do anything illegal. He harassed me. He tried to solicit.
That doesn't follow
that
the statute for harassment.
Following me around when he was trying to take care of a business, going in a private business, asking them to ask me to leave because he didn't like me being there. When this is a First Amendment protected activity, that is trying to prevent me from using my constitutional right to video you. It's unconstitutional, and you need to learn that.
You were loitering.
Well, it's not loitering because no one complained about me. I can hang out here for an hour. If nobody in there cares, I can stay here all day. You went in trying to initiate a trespass. That's your personal problem. That's your personal problem.
Listen, we're not going to get into a big argument, okay?
We already had one.
Well, let's not get into another one then.
I agree.
Okay? If they don't want you here, you can't be here. If they don't say that you can't be here, you can be here.
From my understanding, they didn't say I had to leave. And I'm going to go in and buy something, and I am going to leave. I'm leaving anyway.
If we go in and ask them if they want you here and they say no, then that's not against any policy or any statute.
I'll tell you what. Let's all go in there together and see if they... Wait a minute. And let's see if they even recognize me.
Listen, they've already said that you're not...
I was behind a pole. They never even saw me. They never saw I was here.
Okay.
It was wrong of you to do on a personal, moral, unprofessional level.
Well,
it's unprofessional as all because it makes you uncomfortable. It shouldn't interfere with my right to record you on the job.
Okay, bottom line.
Bottom line, I'm leaving and you're leaving.
Okay, so leave.
Don't talk to me like that, like you're ordering me around, because that's just trying to distort your perceived authority over me. Am I on public easement right here? How many feet do you want me to be public easement where I'm allowed to talk to you?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Let's not escalate this.
Him ordering me and giving me directives offends me.
At this point,
I'm leaving. I want to leave. But, let him leave. You are so unprofessional, and it's terrible what you're doing on camera, because I can't imagine what you act like when you know you're not on camera. That's what's sad. That's why more people need to film y'all, period. I am leaving. Oh, thank you for coming and assisting. Is that one yours? Can you spell your name for me? I mean, because I do have vision problems, and I can't read it.
GIEZENTANNER.
Okay. I appreciate your professionalism. You need to improve on it.